They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
This is Gordon, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 on 1st down. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Let's go. Hurry up.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little.
Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, you know, Charles, just thinking back, it was around this time a year ago, Hurricane Harvey was devastating the Houston area and other areas there in southeast Texas. 1 year later, though, J.J. Watt's Foundation announced it had raised and given $41.6 million in the last calendar year.
That's phenomenal. And he was the NFL Man of the Year last season, and rightly so for what he did. And if I'm not incorrect, his goal when he started this to help all the people was $200,000.
41.6 million minus 200,000. That's a pretty good margin there.
That's a heck of a margin. Congratulations to J.J. Watt, his foundation, and to everyone who contributed to help out the people in Houston.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Virgil Green is tied in the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3, cut.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit the tackle to Brandon Mebane.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw is Newton. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll go down at the 28. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. But with the incompletion there, gives us time to hit on the retirement, Charles, of Eric Decker. Of course, played for the Broncos, Jets, and Titans, was with the Patriots this preseason, but now he's going to step aside.
I think he had a fantastic career because look at it this way. Getting 1,000 yards in one season for a receiver, that's a career for most people. He did it 3 times. Best year in Denver in 2013, 87 catches, almost 1,300 yards and 11 touchdowns.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Rivers now on 2nd down. Going for the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Joey Bosa. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Melvin Ingram in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Julius Peppers in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Gordon on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Now Rivers, buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Let's go.
Throwing Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Adams. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
Now Newton. That's complete right around the 8. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Torrey Smith from 4 yards out. And his guys are able to strike for 6. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Flushed out right, and that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Newton now to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal, please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevon Seymour. First half in the books. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Corey Legion with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Here's Newton now on second down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Newton out to his left. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Rolling to his left. Going deep for Benjamin. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there for L.A. 68 yards. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Rivers. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Thomas. Davis. start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Casey Hayward makes the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And Olsen over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a first down throw for Newton. On the catch, it's Jarius Wright. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
As we inch closer to the regular season, I'm just peering down at some of the preseason records. Right now, Ravens 4-0, Bengals, Panthers, Cardinals, all 3-0. I guess my question is, what stock do you put in these preseason records?
No, the easy answer is nothing, because the preseason doesn't really matter. But some organizations...
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Returning, it's Benjamin. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Now it's the backup Smith. And he's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Steps and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mario Allison getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Here's Smith, eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Now Gino on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that's
shut.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And he will score. Touchdown, L.A.
Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Panthers coming out now. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that. Yeah, there was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. On 1st down, Newton punches with a catch over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. To the air again, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. Again, Newton. And that is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They run it here with Gordon. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. Actually, a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. being chased out left. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Denoris Cersei. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it, got hit, ball pops out, incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Smith now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. On 1st and 10, Smith. Flushed out right. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Newton's going to throw it. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. On 1st down, it's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Caught left side by Funchess. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. And that's going to be caught by Funchess for a Carolina touchdown. Devin Funchess from 19 yards away. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for two. They're going to run it with Anderson. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go play action here on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.